staffer then, and they were a deputy chief of staff. Stan Dobge became so powerful, say, even journalists for no more nyadwene no otimeji wo mo recorders etotwene. Most of the things are leading to the defeat after so mo ye kwasibotwe report. Eka say one of the people the actions and inactions contributed immensely to the humiliating defeat, which at that time had never been seen. In 2016 was Stan Dobge. If it's Stan Dobge na oyedwe na omunipa na Stan Dobge ne the three wise men, mo kai the three wise men, which is Abansumani Babin and two other people. Yes, na Stan Dobge magabakura. Yeti kroma say ya na the same Stan Dobge ene Jomama akoye repackaging. Anu omaba na Ghana for ede Kufuado ne Kenofuriata ne ba omia ho ahinti. Eja yese ode would fan once na ho abufu a wo bere ukuro. Yasa kofa Jomama dade ya wo ba no so no. The same Stan Dobge no oji media for recording to twene. No yesi. Now the arrogance of power has moved. Not even after 2 years or 3 years. Just after 1 year in government. Ora Stan Dobge ne John Mahama call a year program. Now omoko program no military guy yi ejina ho a wo ye na dwuma. Military guy a o ye na dwuma. Me won say eye menua what's send me a year reportage be. I'll come there. I'll read it. Now military guy yi ye na dwuma. Stan Dobge drew wa. Stan Dobge feels so powerful. Say and then we don't have no respect, no regard for people in uniform. Obetimi aba America. Now so oye politician. Na oye wajuma. Military person so ye na juma. And Stan Dobge can get the courage. Look at a picture na media to me the video ni be kire o. Say military guy no ye na juma wotimi so ni moto na twene baby. So for a moment people were commenting so ebi a military guy no 8 years Stan Dobge na so. So the question was whether or not otia na naso nti na oyi ne to twene ye ana. So we delve deeper to see what clearly happened. Yenhwe video we quickly. Yenhwe video we. Okay, hold on with this one. Okay. Eti usha video we ya Jomama and all of a sudden I don't know where the craze for some military uniform and yeah, we voted for a civilian government. We did not vote for a military leader. The concert, the theatrics, the gymnastics, a dozen do. A dozen. Ghana for concert na Jomama a dozen do. But he understands the psyche of the people. Even J.J. Rawlings, who was a military leader, when he was elected as a civilian leader, in the military uniform ni guho, as a symbol of say we are not ready for military dictatorship. All of a sudden, yatu abama Jomama. And because he understands per concert in theatrics, a civilian government who has been voted into power continuously showcase military uniform. Now, who is military uniform? That means Okondo see a military dictator, right? It is Ochina. It's a military dictator here there. And ya would your mama won't call a year 7 previous training bia. John Mama won't call training bia. And it's a year fair. So ubesha military uniform when you were a civilian government there. And we are encouraging our brothers in the military say aye yeso amone ma elko aye nyadoa ho aye yeso Stan Dobge betimi epiapia wo mo. Say your mama believe say military leader dey here, we need a proper military leader, not a concept. No. Yatu Obama as a civilian government. Although we say you are the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces for the purposes of controlling the armed forces. Now the same way Yatu Obama, your concept and even no military uniform, no another military uniform. Say a military uniform ni pesi ye hu a, you are not military leader. Wo ye Idi Amin ana de be ya mentiase. Eti military for no Samo Sha Jomama, I think he believes that said ye Burkina Faso guy ne eye wo eye Burkina no ne kondo dia mahama unko training when you military person. It is the best way they say you ever find a way to get a military leader to lead us. And yes, our concept and also do. So Jomama Gini say you're military and not a civilian leader. When the country has a history of coup upon coup, if we have forgotten ourselves as a nation to the point that a civilian leader continuously portrays himself as a military dictator, then as a people, we must all come together and say that we need a military dictator. Onyai concept, no? Onyai Idi Amin posture, no? We are tired. Or the way Briman for any society, Manfono will not discuss the pertinent issues. Concept in the dorsal. Your mama concept, no? A dorsal. Now the honeymoon is over. You need to get to business and work. Now there is no way a military person jina a year baby year juma. Na politician bi betimi anya akukutro. Say opia a year military person into video no very clearly. Uhe video no a Stan Dobge atwe military guy na epia no. And then Crawford say, oh, na Stan Dobge otia na so. So we needed to take a closer look at the video again. So you show video from this. The degree of arrogance is such that he went further. How could we get Stan Dobge to do this thing and get away with it? Or in the name of I've apologized. And yes, piano baku. Military guy ni jina wa warrior the juma. And the guy was so disciplined, say, one so. The guy was so disciplined, say, one reacted, he continuously to do his work diligently. But Stan Dobge kept on abusing the military leader. All because Oye, deputy chief of staff, and a handler of a John Dramani Mahama. It would me pia military, a person in uniform. Now the only reason here would me pia a person in uniform is because of one thing. Over the period, your military ni your police had a concert. Instead say you be finding recruitment process, papa. Bema a young Crawford apply to the military, need police, any security agencies, you know. Over time, we've made it a tool under the thumb of the political class. It is so be a military person, so be a police in you, or be a you. It needs to be a recommendation of the political class and continuously MPP, NDC, Obia Fan and Crawford. So the respect that came with the uniform is no more there. That is how come Stan Dobge, our deputy chief of staff and a handler of John Dramani Mahama, can continuously abuse a person in uniform the way he's done. Say ye na Stan Dobge. Owo buo ema eye the people in uniform. There is no way he would have treated the military person the way he did. Look at this. And yes, a guy now offending no. Guy ni yere juma. And there were other people who were standing even much more closer to baby and that guy no one than. But he was abusing the military guy. The arrogance of power. The same Stan Dobge na a J media for recorders bubu mu any camera bubu mu in John Dramani #1 on sign a packaging over time ye be mohuno. So say na wa adwene se bibia sesan bibia ensesan. Samuel Oku Jeto Ablakwa ka kire ye se your mama amemu se obi fa private jet a ono Oku Jeto Ablakwa will resign. Yes, hey Oku sa na tie o say he will resign. Okay, so obe resign a yentie Oku Jeto Ablakwa.
same thing.
NDC banner nipa wodi animu no kofi fasa private jet bia. Now who are been you resign?
I'll resign. Because what
resign?
What may resign? Why shall I stay there? May resign because the mayor is on principle and yet personal. And yes, say I may time President Akufo-Addo and as I mean President Akufo-Addo. It's the principle. It's about protecting the public purse.
It's about education minister na oda Olem Chris mo abe resign.
Oh, may resign.
A few minutes later, you know, mama, flight you wadauma one of them are we any presidential flight no. Yeah, me boss, my former boss Julius Debra said in the boko. Yeah, ade. Your mama nko asumu ye pa anso. He's devoted his life to it. Young flight way presidential flight and wadaroma Ghana flight way one dia. I know say the same QNet abai no. Oma be catch no when a flight and abai it will be the chair CFN 2 coin fine. But how much is it costing the taxpayers money to make sure that's our flight way ko? Na me kasa obeba be catch you. I thought you would come and tell us, and now by this time you would have resigned. But clearly, I'm principled character. Clearly, QNet abai Uchaman Fonetro. Just a matter of time. The people will see through the lens. And your problem, meaning it's just a matter of time. The people will see through the lens. Now, yen free ho na yen ko enko hwade.